proud to be O'odham. I will continue to be proud to be O'odham, and won't let nothing stand in the way.
My name is Olga Armenta Vega. I'm from the village of Kamskoy-Wawasik, which is Sells, Arizona. I'm currently the receptionist here at Himdaki. A lot of our O'odham getting pushed off into the cities or like to boarding schools and not learning or not keeping that connection. And then they don't pass that connection, that language on because they're not speaking it either. The boarding schools were a way of cheap labor, I guess. They used the O'odham or the Indian or however you want to say it. They used the natives to kind of do their work, I guess, and kind of pass them off as cheap labor. But I think that those boarding schools some of them were punished and they weren't able to speak their language or maybe embarrassed or didn't want to have to put up with it, or I guess, I don't know.
Here's the priest from Chipawa. I took a video of it and they was just kind of checking me out. And I think, man, the main thing is like having and knowing that I can learn from the elders, and knowing that they have a lot of information they can pass on to me. Because again, I think it shows, and they'll know and see you're serious about learning about culture and so forth, and they're open to sharing all the information.
What is your favorite part of living here?
My favorite part? It's quiet to me. I know a lot of the young, they're like, oh, there's nothing to do, it's boring, but there really is. There's a lot of things that you can do.
The hot spots where a lot of them died out here.
I get that they want to go to the city and like watch a movie. I mean, hey, I like to watch a movie also, every now and then, but it's so stressful, like, because we have to go to the city, like, to get groceries or to shop or get like necessities. But I mean, we don't have to, but there are things that to live a little better.
Every day I spent almost 2 hours one way driving to the reservation, and there was so much in that drive that I learned that I didn't expect it.
I feel the stress when we have to go to Tucson. It's just like, but once you come out and you start coming out closer to 3 points, you're getting more out into like where there's nothing, I just feel like all this weight just gets lifted off of you.
The last day, driving back into the city of Tucson, there was at least 50 car line.
There are 100 cars lined up. I don't know what's going on. This is the only way.
I had no service. My phone was almost dead anyways. I was just sitting there. I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta get home.
But already my ETA is 7:33. That's late, I'm gonna miss dinner.
I just sat and looked outside, and there were these kids, awesome children, just running on the streets playing tag, like having the most fun ever. They were at such peace. Even the parents left the car. They viewed this car accident rather as a burden. They instead took it as a blessing to spend more quality time together as a family. And there was just this peace out there that we in the rest of society need to find.
But a friend of mine who's a singer knows some of the songs that are associated with the mountain range here. And when you start singing the songs, and it might take all night, it'll take you on a journey.
I think that we take time to do things, that we're not rushed. It's a process, and you can hear the birds, the animals, the wind. You can see the stars.
You could start from your village here and go all the way into Sonora, Mexico, to the mountain ranges down in Tucson, all the way up to Phoenix, and go all the way down to Yuma and down to the Gulf of California or into Mexico and come back. So they're taking you on a journey, on a path.
Wow.
It is very important that we teach our language and keep our language alive, because we don't want to be the tribes that are losing their language. And I see that, and that just, we lose our identity, we lose who we are.
To know the language, and if some people will say to have mastered the language, sometimes describing something you can't really properly describe in one word. You would have to explain it in a sentence to really get the impact of what you're trying to say or tell somebody. So that's how powerful the language is.
Unfortunately, I wasn't taught the language at home. We spoke more Spanish, so I'm very fluent in Spanish. My grandma, she spoke, but she only spoke to us in words. When we were able to share at least, or learn those words and start picking up what she was talking about, I felt like it just made her feel like proud, because it felt like she didn't really speak it. The language right now is so important for our young ones, and all of our people. We need to learn it. And it makes me so happy right now that we're doing a lot more programming. We're doing a lot more to teach our language, to help the young ones learn. I learned more in school, I believe. Like, we would go to little camps and they would have the language there. I took some classes at TOCC, just the beginning language part, and that was during COVID. So it was a little harder because you're not one-on-one with, we're not in front of the people like to talk to them like that. It's all through screen. But I really enjoyed the classes, and I plan to take more classes as soon as I can. Oh, wow, there's so much that they offer, like the free classes at TOCC. There's a lot of, like, the language carnival, the TOCC, the new building there, the classes. Even the districts or the communities have started their own kind of gatherings where we're doing like traditional singing, also our storytelling areas and like gatherings that we have. Teaching in our oidaks, in our gardens, teaching our traditional foods and how we process them and how we gather them. I think that makes me proud to be able to say, you know, hey, that's what we did. We harvested and we made this, or, you know, it feels good to be able to share something like that, and what we're making and what we're showing, what we're gathering, and know that we didn't have to go to the store, we didn't have to go to, you know, it's out there, and that's what we did.